Hello everyone, it feels very good to be back, and you may have even noticed the background is a little different. That's because I moved house over the holidays. Oh, and one more thing, give me a second. This is my new little puppy Poppy. Say hello. Oh, it's a big yawn. You gonna say hi? Oh no, don't eat that. Okay, bye. So between Poppy and finishing the book, I have been very busy over the break. Which, by the way, I'll have links down below and at the end of the video if you haven't checked it out by now. If you were wanting to purchase yourself a copy or pick up any of the art or a new phone or PC wallpaper, the channel Patreon will also be linked down there too. So when Caedrel announced Los Ratones, no one knew how serious this roster actually was. Firstly, all their scrim and practice footage and data would be made public for fans, which puts them at a huge deficit. Other teams can readily study their gameplay patterns and drafts and formulate strategies to counter them. Secondly, none of the players bar Rekkles had played much competitive recently, so the environment and style of games they play compared to solo queue would be quite foreign. And thirdly, Baus. Don't need to say more there, no one thought his style would work in pro play and the team would fall apart from the top side down. But on the 15th of January, the NLC began. What is the NLC, you may ask? Because that's what I was asking only a few short months ago. It's the Northern League of Legends Championship, which is part of the European Regional League or ERL circuit, a minor professional league. Last summer, this league had an average of 709 viewers, in the ballpark of most minor leagues. You gonna behave for a little bit? You can do some work with me. But throughout the last 4 games of winter seeding, the new season of the NLC has had a peak of 203,870 viewers, with an average of 55,453. Hey, chill. So, where are these viewers coming from? This is the Los Ratones effect. Beginning their first official professional tournament, the hype surrounding this team has been absolutely insane. And honestly, their performance has lived up to it. Poppy, stop. Especially with Rekkles making his debut with the team. All right, you're the worst news anchor ever. I'm gonna take you out. You wanna say bye? No. Dude, you can't eat the equipment. What the heck? Who's paying you to keep me? Previously, the only times Los Ratones had played together was in Season 2 of the NNO Cup, which they won. And then also at the Red Bull League of its own tournament versus T1. Which they also won, except both of these events Caedrel was substituting Rekkles while he was on holiday and moving back from Korea. So how strong would they be with their actual full roster? Also, if you are interested in watching those events, I've covered those games too. They'll be at the end screen for you after this video. But everyone thought, well, these are just meme tournaments. Surely the team will fall apart under real professional pressure, right? Honestly, the exact opposite. Now, before we jump into the Los Ratones game reviews, I'd like to thank the partner of today's video, NordVPN. That's because in today's internetscape, malicious intent lies everywhere, and using a VPN is one of the best ways to protect your privacy and information while surfing the web. But not only are VPNs great security tools, they also allow you to bypass region locking with apps like Crunchyroll or even certain videos on YouTube, so you can always stay connected on the go. And if you're someone like me who works remotely or uses a laptop on a lot of different internet servers, it's almost as essential to have a VPN as it is to have a mouse. And for you, my dear viewer, I've got a link to the fastest tried and tested VPN on the planet, NordVPN. In the description, you can use nordvpn.com/rivalrvn to access the best current deal that exists. This is available only through creators like myself, where if you purchase 2 years of Nord, you'll get an extra 4 months on top. And if you're apprehensive about even using a VPN, they offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there really is no risk. So again, use my creator link nordvpn.com/rivalrvn or click the one in the description to take advantage of the best NordVPN deal that currently exists, and also a huge thanks for Nord for their partnership for this video. The first game saw Los Ratones take on Nord eSports, who boasts quite a stacked roster themselves, with Vizichachi in the top lane, Santorin jungle, No Way mid, Xmadi ADC, and Treats support. And loading in, we already see a Baus pick, Cho'Gath top lane, one of those champions that can stay relevant through a farm-heavy playstyle, which Baus is known for. At 3 minutes and 20 seconds, the game is kicked off with what looks to be an overplay by Rekkles. Or was it?
Teleport is much slower right now, so... Oh, hold on a minute. Rekkles, loot deep.
Rekkles going very low, and there it is. He's burning down. They don't find the kill. Crownie now turns it onto Treats. Xmadi doesn't really have much of a backup, and Treats is flashless. First blood to Crownie.
Recognizing Santorin had split the map, the preceding 2v2 play then opens up to a dive window for Velja's J4.
Treats overextends the slide lane. Look at that timing. Velja already bot lane.
Xmatty, he's got cleanse, but he hasn't got that flash, and I don't think he's going to be able to do much about this.
At just 5 minutes in, Baus has already found a proxy angle, but a preemptive Santorin is there to shut it down after only one wave.
Information gathering. He's going deeper. Oh no, this is bad for him. I think he's in danger. You're not on Scion anymore, buddy. In comes Santorin, looking for the knock-up, able to make the connection. Baus just going to make sure he catches most of this wave. Actually, doing a fair amount of damage. He has six. I don't know if he's going to have enough. Eats a minion. Oh, no, he doesn't. I thought he ate a minion there. Did eat a minion on the way out, just to make sure he cleared the wave.
And again, and again, and again, we see Baus attempt a proxy, but Nord are there to shut him down each time, giving Baus 4 deaths in 10 minutes, but not before he can get his wave.
Wait for himself. Santorin is making his way over. Should be able to pick this kill up, but he's cleared the wave. He's done his job, and I mean, this is so textbook. Is able to catch the wave. Baus gets himself caught out briefly here for a second as they're going to catch him with the stun. Looks for the knock up onto Xmatty. Not going to be able to find it. Santorin makes his way in, throws down the ultimate. And the Baus finds himself the knock up, but Xmatty will secure the kill. It's on the top side. He may even be able to get that turret, and that would be the first feat of strength for them as well, or their last feat of strength that they needed. As the Baus finds himself caught out, Xmatty catches him, they get the knockback, and that is a dead Cho'Gath.
However, following Baus's 4th death, the uneven numbers on the top side of the map lead the first real skirmish of the game to break out, and Los Ratones pounce on the opening.
They're going to teleport in. There's a Chachi. Treats finds the knock up onto 1. They get himself a Magnet Storm. In comes the Galio. Only hits onto 1, but Santorin goes down. Crownie is not actually going to get the shutdown as the Ignite tick from Rekkles will be able to get it.
And feats of strength completed as well. Now Chachi gonna have to run. I mean, he's pretty tanky, but there's 4 members of Los Ratones around, so he's not gonna go down slowly or quietly, but he's eventually going to go down.
I don't know. Oh, the flash into the blast cone from Nemesis is going to stop him from going for the escape. He's building up those knockups, but Rekkles finds the CC necessary.
After another Baus death and Herald taken by Los Ratones, a deploy happens mid. With the LR bot lane advancing, Treats looks to engage. All the while, Baus splits top lane.
Down. Here you go. You see Rekkles popping down that rift while he's going to be charging in the tower. You have another wave that they can push in if they want to. Very, very low right now, that mid lane tower.
Oh, Treats! Massive headbutt pole comes in. Immediately, Crownie gets jumped onto, but the Galio comes in to back him up. Xmatty's burning down, and Crownie's able to secure the kill. Crownie's still low. No way looking for the kill. Chaos Storm is not going to do enough. Crownie finds the double kill as Velja being run down by Vizichachi, as now Nord falling apart at the seams. Rekkles jumps into Vizichachi's pocket, finds the knock-up onto him. They have kind of run out of damage dealers, though. Nemesis misses the Justice Punch. Ultimately, Los Ratones come out on top of that play. Beautiful headbutt pole to start, but it went so wrong, so quick.
After a relatively peaceful Atakan take from Los Ratones, the next play is a collapse onto the 10 CS per minute Cho'Gath split pushing bot lane. But who's engaging onto who here?
Coming in from Los Ratones right here, Nord have to attack.
Yeah, they don't even have Baron. They're going to send everything on to Baus. He gets himself knocked back, misses that knock-up. In comes Velja, finds himself the opening. Xmatty free-firing away on that backline, but the knockout comes in to the Cataclysm on the backline. Matty's bleeding out. Rekkles is the one to secure the lockdown onto him. Double kill, triple kill, over to Crownie.
And for the 62nd consecutive time of this play not working out, Nord decide to try it again, but Los Ratones respond.
Is probably one of the best split pushes there is. He has mastered the art of not playing with his team and just being a menace in the side lane. They are sending the whole team up to deal with him. He might be able to walk away. He's got Swifties. Santorin, I don't think you want to waste your ult here. He's going to commit it. No way he's making his way over. Laser beam comes in. Baus doesn't get stunned up, looks for that knock-up, is able to connect it onto Santorin. No way he's now continuing to fire away as the teleport's coming in. Nemesis making his way forward. 2-man taunt comes down. Baus! He takes out Santorin. In comes the Galio knock-up. Vizichachi's able to find himself the kill, but it has cost Nord everything. Crownie takes down No Way. Vizichachi now left on his lonesome as the last 4 will finish him up. Vizichachi tries to finish Crownie, but he's unable to do so.
And in a last-ditch attempt to turn the game, Nord throw themselves at a Los Ratones Baron, but a 13k gold deficit may prove insurmountable.
Only win condition, but they don't, and now Los Ratones, they're going to start up this Baron. I mean, it's low. Treats has flashed over the wall, but he's on his lonesome for the moment. Laser Beam comes in. Santorin can't quite find the steal. Xmatic now trying to free fire away. Rekkles finds the lockdown onto him. Crownie's in the pit, but it doesn't matter because he's going to be able to survive. Down goes Xmatic. Down goes the next player. It is just kill after kill after kill for Los Ratones. Vizachachi is going to stand in front. He's able to dodge a lot of the crowd control, but Crownie should be able to finish him up if it's not going to be Rekkles. With the Q there. No way, the only left standing. And he flashes over the wall to break away.
Finish that first official game for Los Ratones with a W.
And just like that, Caedrel's team take their first professional win in their first professional game. Let's load into game 2. After quite the stagnant early game with barely anything happening in the first 6 minutes, LLS turn their sights onto Grubbies. But not before Los Ratones and First Blood is drawn.
Just back off. They may go to steal one though. Oh, big headbutt Polv into the Galioar. Only going to catch onto the clone. Highbridge has to flash away. He's going to find himself caught out by Crownie as he secures First Blood. Taunt comes down. Winter is trying to get out of this one as they're going to go in. In jumps Harbo, though, with the pillar, with the portal to get himself into the fight. Rekkles is holding fast, but he finally goes down. Crownie not going to secure that one. It is a double kill for Leo Lacargo as well.
Now, I'm not really sure what play LLS were going for here because they were out. But anyway, just watch, I guess.
And then it looks like the collapse here from Los Ratones. Light side find themselves in a bit of danger. They got a blast going to work with. They just blast into the mid of everyone. Hook goes wide. Taunt lands onto 2. Rekkles not able to get the headbutt Polv off, but Rusty Sniper's firing down. Bits the feathers. Pulls in a couple of people. Crownie firing away. And Velja on a killing spree steals away the monkey. Harbo has to make a run for it. He's just going to ult over the wall into Leo Lacargo, but he gets himself caught out by Harbo. Harbo completely pumping the damage in, but finds himself knocked up. Velja steals yet another form.
And in the mid lane, a 1v1 breaks out between the ADs. But after some very nice micro, a shutdown is claimed.
AD through the Viego and the Ezreal, but look at where all the kills have ended up on. Crownie down the bot lane and Velja in the jungle. Rusty might have to ult this one.
I think he might be in trouble. Goes to the Feather Storm, gets the ball back. They're underneath the tower. Rusty pops the barrier. Shut down in his pocket. Beautifully played by Leo.
Los Ratones turn onto the second set of grubs, but despite the goal deficit, LLS enters the call.
Actually be the third objective?
That's 5 grubs. If they can secure the last one, they are completely locked in, but the fight is on already. Rekkles, low HP, but he's able to find himself a bit of damage. There's going to be the out from Baus to get them all out. Winter just kidnaps the Poppy underneath the tower, able to secure himself the kill. And so far, the grubs are still standing, but Leo being chased down. Harbo comes in with a lockdown. Can Leo keep himself alive? Hook comes through! Harbo! Gulf's able to secure the kill, finding the lockdown. Harbo goes in for the flash, but gets himself a shutdown in the pocket. Can he get away? No, looks like he's going to be able to. Jumps underneath the tower to safety.
In preparation for Herald spawning, LR spot an opening to engage, led by a 3-man teleport pulverized from Rekkles.
They still look to be putting a fight up as they're going to teleport in. Rekkles gets the 3-man pulverized. Rusty's firing away, but the Galio's coming in. They get the blades back. Can they find the turnaround? Baus goes onto Rusty. Rusty still has no ultimate available to him, so he could just go down in the middle of this, but that looks like Baus is going to lose his life to Rusty Sniper. The True Shot Barrage dodged away. Hook comes in from Leo. Nemesis trying to find the turnaround, but Crownie has arrived to the fight. Winter finds the knockover to multiple people. Form stolen here by Velja as he continues to chase. No Harbo. Rusty low HP, lockdown coming in, and it looks like Lightside have to limp away from the fight.
And with no time to waste, Baus dismisses a play made by LLS, to which Los Ratones answer right back topside.
It's huge. Nemesis not really going to get much here as Harbo just beating away at Baus. Bye-bye, monkey. Didn't have Cyclone, so didn't waste an ultimate from the monkey there, but Winter potentially getting dove here. Is just going to jump away. Rekkles comes in with the flash. Can he get this turnaround? He has the all-out available to him. Just can use the W to break away. Leo finding the lockdown for his team. No backup is quite here yet, but Velja needs to be careful. They're going to find the slow onto him. Rusty's making his way over. Teleport coming in as well. This is going to get really messy. The taunt may not be enough. Great flash by Harbo. Rekkles finds yet another pole, but he does go down. Blast cone. They're going to take the Hex Case. They're going to continue the chase on. Velja needs to try and make a break away from it. Leo looking for the hook. I don't think he's going to be able to find it.
LR look to break mid with Shelly, but is the only defense of LLS's bot lane enough?
Throws down the Herald, and the contest on the top side of the map is coming in. Looks like they're just going to put Rekkles inside Shelly. Rusty is going to do his best to try and clear the wave away. Does have that ultimate available, and he's going to have to throw it down anytime soon. There comes the play caller. Going to get the lockdown. Rekkles caught out. Harbo trying to pump in as much damage as possible, but Harbo's shield is already popped. Velja is going to secure the kill, and Rusty goes down too.
Heading down the freshly broken mid, a siege begins, and with Los Ratones' acquisition of the ever-powerful Atachan buff, LLS is going to have a really hard time defending at a 6k gold deficit.
Not really in position to respond. They may try and look for it, though. They find the knock-up on the Nemesis. Nemesis looks for the turnaround. Remember, the revives are there for the side of Los Ratones, and already Winter has lost his life.
You respawn, TP straight back into this fight.
Yeah, they're going to go for it. Baus, he's got his W up, steadfast presence. Rusty's been caught. He's been blown apart. Crownie secures the kill. The Grand Entrance on Galio hits nada, but Leo's falls regardless. No revives used yet. Oh no, Rekkles' revive used, but he's going to pop back. Inhibitor goes down, and it's only the Nexus turret standing, and they've still got the revives to work with, so they're going to look for that taunt. Winter is going to get eaten up by one. Going to look for the kill onto Winter. He's just about able to break away from it. There's one revive, but Harbo continuing to try and fire out. Baus just sends Harbo back, and the rest of the revives are used.
Following a relatively uncontested Baron and Hextech Soul, Los Ratones look to close out Game 2, extending their gold lead to just under 12,000.
Oh, Harbo. Harbo never has HP. I'm convinced this guy has some rune, which means he just has less HP. The ultimate comes out from Rusty, caught by the taunt. Double kill for Crownie. Hybris gets caught in the knock-up as well. They're looking for the triple onto Crownie, but Velja is going to be the one to take that one away, and now they continue to chase onto Winter. Winter going incredibly low, back onto the fountain to try and keep himself alive. Crownie taking a little too many tower shots off the back of that one, but the Nexus is going to crumble, and it's a 2-0 start to Los Ratones.
And with that, Los Ratones sweep week 1. Let's see how they fare in week 2. Kicking off the game versus Bulldog eSports, we see a very peaceful 7 minutes pass until a flashless Cayman is set upon by the Los Ratones bot lane.
Proxy farming as Cayman might still be in danger here. Rekkles will throw down the Gleaming Quill, and that will be Cayman deciding to demonically ascend, gets the Vision of Empire down, but there's 3 members down here!
And less than a minute later, of course, Baus is topside proxying, but maybe a little deep.
A little bit. Baus gonna be in that 1v2, and we all know that how rats work. As if it is Baus' picking up all the deaths, they're doing just fine. The public execution is a slightly public fumble instead there. Unfortunate, Miatek gets the read wrong. Perhaps a little harsh with the phrasing, but hey, it made more sense with the name of the ultimate. Baus just keeps farming. He's not backing away, of course he's not. Gonna recall in the same spot. Cayman might be going to pick this one up. Exifang and Kasiga there. There's no way out this time, Baus. Nice attempt. Gets a fair amount of damage down, but I think it will be the Varus who picks that one up.
In anticipation for grubs, Bulldog shove mid and use their prior to go hunting in a brush.
Combo zone, so even if he is down a little bit of that CS, and we saw in the first game of the way the Bulldogs were more than able to find some good picks, a little bit like this. Chains of Corruption, just why Velja managed to buffer away for now, still has the flash to work, his teleports begin to fly. Velja down to half HP, the Hail of Arrows secures the kill for Exifang, 2 for him now on the board. Nemesis will justice punch away, but there's a public execution! Noxus versus Demacia on your screens, but the statue will flash away.
Contesting space for the second dragon, Bulldog's Cayman has a false sense of security under his tower. Recognizing this, a play is initiated by Los Ratones, and we get to watch some beautiful micro.
Way of dealing with initialize, by the way, in case you didn't know. Oh, Cayman, don't do that to me again!
Demonic Ascension comes through the tower, falls, that'll be another feat of strength. Cayman flashes away, trying to heal up, it's just not enough as Crownie picks that one up, his first of the game. But BDG, Bulldogs are here to fight back. They land the Maokai route, but the turnaround's pretty good. Exifang just gets caught out, deleted! And of course, there's the Galio from the heavens to turn it all around. Lulis is clueless, nowhere to run. He goes on down, another such name pumps. Kasing now being run away. Miatik is here, but there's still a massive members disadvantage. Nemesis lands the taunt, gets Kasing, and now it's Ambessa alone against the world. Los Ratones are bringing a plague of destruction down.
At a 5k gold deficit already, Bulldog are starting to lose their opportunities to take over the game. So Baus just decides to donate him one.
Exactly, he's more than fine compared to Mintek right now.
Well, just counter-strikes the wave and runs away. The public execution goes wide because he just sidestepped it. Here comes the Nature's Grasp, though, to buy Baus a little bit of time. Nowhere really for him to go. Has a phase rush, but Nowhere to run, and that'll be a second death for the Jax, who for once oversteps, can't sidestep everything.
And then following this, Ratones decide to follow Baus's suit and keep the game in contention with a bit of deep diving.
Themselves, and now they can come through the top lane.
Gonna try and jump in. The chains of corruption don't really land. Cayman tries to buy some time. Velja is very deep, but I think he's just dead to rights here. Yeah, that one was a little bit far, Rats. I would XTD somewhere else. Nemesis comes on in, but the hero's entrance is going to like the villain's dinner table, and he gives himself over to Bulldogs, who now even up the kills. I think that one might have been a touch far.
As the Rats redeploy onto the map, they waste no time in reapplying pressure, and it's felt at tier 2 bot lane and simultaneously tier 2 top lane.
Sometimes can look a little bit like the ultimate on this skin.
Yes, it does.
Thank you for Baus that. Okay, you get the turret. You nearly get everything. Okay, you know what? Good death. Gets the turret. It's more gold than you dying as came in. On the other side goes down as well, and Velja and Nemesis return to the scene of the incident at the tier 2 earlier.
With Atakan spawning topside, both teams look to control space. And in a wrestle for vision, we see one of the closest teamfights the Rats have had yet.
Flag, but did not get dragged down into the depths. He never move lands onto Nemesis. Kissinger's gone on in with the crash down and a bit more Ferromancy to his name. Velja's really low, gets the Cataclysm and gets out. Came in desperately low, trying to heal on up. Doesn't quite fall himself. The health bars are so low, but the few have fallen so far, and Bessa gets the Jax. And Bulldogs come out on sort of top, I think.
As mid-prio is contested, Kassing spots an opening onto Crownie, and rapid response from both teams leads a 5v5 to ensue.
Because we're still looking at Atakan sitting on the top part of the map. We're still talking about the possibility to take it, but for now, mid lane.
Crash down into the Magnet Storm, and Crownie in a dangerous spot, but he's got enough of a shield to stay alive. Cayman gets a big demonic ascension, though. Kassing is low but not down. Lula's low but not down. And Bessa gets Rekkles and shot down. And into the back lane, he gets more. Oh my god! Velja with the triple kill. Cataclysm by name! Cataclysm by nature!
Knowing Exofang is flashless, a play is initiated which may give Los Ratones the breakaway they were needing in the later half of this game, because despite being down over 5,000 gold most of the game, Bulldog eSports just keep hanging on.
Execution, you are no longer safe. They'll jump onto Exofang here as the chains of corruption go very wide indeed. And that's a quick kill.
Pressuring the map with their newly acquired Baron buff and withdrawals from Atakan, Baus somehow finds a pick onto Miatek, and the 12k gold deficit Bulldogs are collapsed on.
It's become a dog without if they want to make this play. In goes Velja, but Miatek is trading out with Baus on the other side. I think Baus is winning this one.
What?
Oh my days, the damage is huge! Counter-strike and a flash not required. All the while though, Ingos came in and the rest of the squad from Los Ratones to try and pick up the kill, so don't quite manage it. Crownie, Valkyrie's over the wall, you can hear them riding on in, and it is to Valhalla. For the side of Bulldogs, they will fall down to 1 and 3. Los Ratones will secure themselves first in Group A.
Taking their third game straight, the very confident Los Ratones take onto the Rift versus Verdant, who currently sit at 1 win and 2 losses. So, Baus is on Scion. Let's start the game off with a good death, shall we?
Yeah.
Trading out in the wave so far. No name is around. We'll look for the gank on in here. There's going to be a fair chunk onto Baus here. Gets the phase rush. I think he's just deciding I'm going to die here. Throws out the soul furnace and will try and clear out as much of the wave as he can. First death against Baus. Of course it is.
Playing off a stacking wave, a presumed dive setup from Verdant turns into a gank and Ratones bot lane bleeds.
First turret, well, the win rate's at like 70-odd%. When you get first kill, it's like 60% of what the win rate is. Bot lane, heal burned. Rekkles will back away with the stand behind me, be still very low. Flash on forward for the hail of arrows. Rekkles just about alive, trying to body block, not enough. Now Crownie gonna be able to do anything to save his support's life.
In a point of consistent contention, both supports move topside for grubs, but in Vision contest we see our first skirmish of the game break out.
I think exactly that. The grubs are spawning. We're gonna have everyone but the AD carries around, but actually Mishi has moved on up here. Rekkles in a spot of bother, down about half HP, puts the door up, and now actually he's left Nemesis out to drive. Fate Sealed has already flashed. Won't be able to get too much more. The HP bars are low, but no one has died. Worth noting, Fate Sealed and the Chains of Corruption were both used to make that happen, though. So some big ults down for Verdant. As Baus does not get the Decimating Smashdown, gets a charge into the backline. Massive damage into Velja with the Magnet Storm. Yes, Baus is dead, but the health bar damage is huge. Velja goes down though as Ronaldo picks that one up and Baus goes down as well.
Seeing Baus get quite low, Verdant send No Name top to assist with the dive. But in what seems to be a common play for Ratones, they make a play on the other side of the map. but was this foreseen?
Half HP. Is it just attack Baus all over again? He face checks No Name, who gets a few and a denting blows off with that Vault Breaker. So down to 10%, waiting for the wave to come on in. Here comes the dive, knocks him out of the queue. Baus goes down. There isn't really much more to be done there. He'll clear out the wave at the very least.
It ain't much, but it's earnest work. At least if Los Ratones managed to get this turret on the bot lane, that would be something, but the timing is still not working towards them because now No Name managed to get a reset. There is still Puppy Tiro pressuring this turret on the top lane, but they're rotating Nemesis from the mid lane. I think they want to force things here on the bot.
I'll try and make it happen. W comes on through, the Essence Flux Arrows, Rekkles uses Stamp behind me, throws up the door, gets the Glacial Fissure down as well. Mishy now in danger, the Emperor's Divide doesn't quite get the value that Nemesis is hoping for, and the HP bars here for Los Ratones is not fantastic. Look where Ronaldo is. You heard a Brazilian Ronaldo, you've heard a Portuguese Ronaldo, wait for Romanian Ronaldo. He goes really deep to set up his team for a few more kills.
After a section of stagnation, Baus is once again the target to focus on the bot side, but playing off a perceived opening in the map, an unsuspecting Ronaldo is answered to, and from here the game really heats up with this string of plays.
Point of this build for Sion, he's very slippery. Ronaldo is slippery as well, doesn't even need to like try to sidestep or anything.
Ouch.
Oh, that hurts.
Oh, yeah, gets a decent Q back, and the turret shot buys some time, but Baus has burned the phase rush. Didn't use the pop, but I think Ronaldo with another use of the Soul and Bound in 5 or so seconds might be looking for the full all-in with No Name around as well. Baus burns the flash, looks to try and get away. Obstinatus takes a huge chunk from the turret, but Baus cannot survive the 1v3 dive.
On the bot lane, if things work out correctly, that was a nice blink right there. But Los Ratones are rotating forces in order to stop that from happening.
Oh, Bausy fell down. I think it's time for Romanian Ronaldo to face it as well. They are the GOATs, the greatest of all time! But wait, hang on, Ronaldo does a fair amount of work back, and my momentary pun was nearly proven false, but he does go down in the end. Nemesis, now in danger on the other side as Obstinatus is looking to find and catch out the Emperor of Shurima. Nemesis returns to pro play. Well, Emperor's Divide still slowed down enough that I think Papatiro, with the Scrap Shield and a Comet plus Electro Harpoon, will bring down the mid laner.
Strongly in lead, and yes, they are starting Adacon. No vision for Los Ratones.
And Nemesis is dead for 20 seconds. They've got a good timer here, and this could be a huge moment for Verdant. Of course, got the Wukong with the flash and the clone available. Could be very difficult to keep out of here. Velja clones away. It's Ronaldo who tries to go unstoppable and buy the space. Down to 5,000 HP. The equalizer is good. It's in a fantastic choke point. On the other side, Starts goes clashing down. Ceases to the backline. Onto Velja. Flashes away. Nemesis now TPs in. Baus goes into the passive, but does a lot of damage to the backline. They slay Voracious Atacon. Verdant secure it. They've got the withdrawals to their name, and Los Ratones have to back away, having lost the critical neutral objective.
In preparation for Dragon number 3, Verdant take control of bot side jungle, but with a missed time on the Atacon buff, Ratones hit back mid lane.
It's their time to have some fun plays, take down some objectives, and then withdraw safely and peacefully.
Oh, Baus. Got an ultimate, it's going the other direction, gets cease and desist, the flash in front to deny the exit. There's nowhere to go, and you can shout cowards as much as you want, Sion. There is no surviving that one, and Bausy. It's not a good death, that one, I don't think, but maybe Ronaldo in mid lane could be punished, but we've still got the withdrawal. It's not that big a deal if he dies. He can take the opportunity to clear the wave and potentially fall and take someone with him. It doesn't matter all that much in the grand scheme of things. They'll get the Glacial Fissure, and still not fallen, finally has. And actually,
he wasn't dead.
I think it was, about to say, the buff just fell off.
It literally
double
just
check
fell
it.
off, yes.
With Ratones at a 3k gold deficit and unfamiliar spot, they desperately need this Baron to stay in the game, but a bit of miscommunication from Verdant may lend them just that.
The ERLs, at least in terms of level of success here, going to be very difficult to close out against. They're going to try and jump here onto Velja, who actually ends up turning a huge amount of damage back!
Then, with major objectives on the map for the taking, Verdant just does some really questionable stuff. I'll just let it play out here for you to see for yourself.
King and Strikebreaker, so theoretically should be able to heal a fair amount of this up. Ronaldo just unbinds their soul away, but now Nemesis is looking to punish. Jumps on forwards, gets a huge juggle to Ronaldo, and there's nothing being done on the other side. They're all setting up for Dragon in 10 seconds. That's a big amount of damage, but great door from Rekkles. Oh, it's beautiful. There's just no way through it. They cannot find their way past that big wall. And Obstinatus goes looking for a pick alongside No Name, and they lose their support as well. And Los Ratones head towards the Baron and Verdant. They've done so much work this game. They got the Aftergun, they got the kills. In a matter of moments, it's all beginning to slip away again.
No Name is still around. But can they try to pull something with Baus around? No, it's too late already. The Baron is down, and Papatiro will be down too.
Mishi gets a fair amount of chunk onto Baus, who flashes away and survives. No way! Phase Rush doesn't work, so Mishi dies on the other side!
Verdant make a play on a stray Baus top lane for tier 2, but as a consolation prize, Ratones take their entire base. I'm not really sure about this trade.
No breaks, no hesitation. Brom is incredible into exactly that team comp. Baus, though, is
dead.
Baus. Yeah, which is the
It's a good death, he clears the wave.
Yeah. And look at the bot lane in the meantime. Look at how much Los Ratones are getting. No Atacon buff, by the way. That's all raw.
Nemesis steps on forwards with the shifting sands and the summoning of the soldiers, but the inhibitor's down, the inhibitor turret before it as well, and all the while they can't even get the tier 2 topside because Baus just clears the wave in the face of mortal peril. Second inhibitor falls and Los Ratones have regained control of this. Nemesis goes looking good! Zonya's over Papatiro. Rekkles, though, will step on forwards, gets the concussive blows down onto Mishi!
And with that, you're up to date on Los Ratones' 100% win rate in the NLC. And honestly, I haven't had this much fun watching pro play in a long time, especially with the multiple perspectives. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another news video very, very soon. Bye!